Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with what I think is another potential 100x gem for you guys on the channel. A potential massive leader for the next sector that is getting so much attention, that is getting so much awareness, and that is the robotics sector, right? We're going to dive into it. I'll bring up the project to you guys in a second, but let's talk about the market right now. As you guys could see, a lot of people think that we're on the brink of a bear market. And honestly, all the so-called crypto gurus don't know what's happening. Nobody knows what's happening. This bull run, this cycle has been different. And if you say it's just been the same thing, you're wrong. In my opinion, this has been just absolutely different. No alt season, no euphoria. Most of the altcoins didn't move. Solana did well in its ecosystem, but that's the only thing to really write home about, right? Right now, Bitcoin and Ethereum are on a pullback under 90K as well for Bitcoin. But the project we're going to dive into is Sapien, right? While everyone is, most people are quitting the market right now. Most people are giving up. A lot of people don't think the industry is going to survive. This is the time you find projects, like I said in previous videos, that are special, that are unique, that are innovative, that has something going for it, that have great charts. And this is the time when everyone is leaving, everything's going to crap. This is where you find gems in the silence, and then you make massive gains doing so. Now, a lot of people have been talking about the robotics sector. Like I said, after AI and robotics seem to be catching up, as we've seen with virtuals. We could see the same thing with Sapien, right? Sapien is one of the top robotics projects on base chain. As again, I love the altcoins on base chain because they have a lot more value to them. They have some type of utility. They have some type of revenue generation. I love like the base chain ecosystem. Solana ecosystem did extremely well, but I think the base chain ecosystem is where you will be able to grow your net worth for the next bull run, in my personal opinion. And who's to say the next bull run couldn't be starting next year, right? January, who knows? Maybe we get a Santa Claus rally for December. So Sapien right now sitting at 15 cents. Circulating market cap is around 38.63 million market cap. Now FDV is at 154 mil, but the tokenomic structure is pretty poignant, on point, not bad. As you could see, the tokenomics are locked until around the middle of next year, August of next year, until we start to see the full release, right? So in this time frame, you could see a massive move for Sapien, right, with the robotics sector picking up. And I think that is actually absolutely going to happen, right? So right now, sitting at 38.63 million market cap, so 1,000, which is a billion market cap, divided by 38.67, that's a 25x from these current prices. So you have $1,000 invested in the Sapien, 25.85x. That's basically 25,850 bucks, right? 25,850 bucks with $1,000 invested in Sapien here. And if you only can invest $500, because I know it's tough for a lot of people, especially this year with how the market has been, how difficult everything has been, the tariffs, the constant downtrends, the constant boring price action. You could only invest half of that divided by 2. Say you could only invest $500. That's going to be $13,000 at 1 billion market cap, and that's a lot of gains, right? Like I said, you get those profits, and then you compound those profits and keep building, right? So $13,000 with $500 invested at Sapien at these prices, or $25,850 once Sapien gets to a billion market cap in circulating market cap, right? And I think that is very possible for Sapien. As you guys can see, it's already listed on Binance. It's listed on Coinbase, Crypto.com, and it recently got listed on BitThumb on the 5th of December, right? Which was a couple of days ago from my posting of this video. It got listed on BitThumb, and BitThumb is one of the top tier Asian exchanges, right? The only thing they lack now is Upbit and OKX, and maybe Uphold, Robinhood. But just being on Binance and Coinbase is a massive leeway for for them to get liquidity from the whales and from regular retail as well, because most retail buys their projects on Coinbase and Binance, right? As far as crypto goes, right? So Sapien is in an absolutely great spot. As you guys can see from the chart, we're just in this massive sideways accumulation, man. Obviously we had some spikes here and there, but it's just been this massive sideways accumulation. All of this has just been accumulation, right? All of this has just been accumulation, and I think the next step could be a potential breakout, man. And obviously with the robotics sector picking up, you see that massive breakout to the upside. First stop probably 300 mil market cap for close to a 10x move, and corrections along the way until $1 billion, if not $2 billion market cap could be possible for this project, in my opinion. I don't think that is far-fetched. Take a look at the Twitter. What is interesting is that Sapien has 145,000 followers on Twitter, millions of minds creating quality data, and recently, like I said, December 4th, they got the BitThumb listing, which created a little spike in the price. So the team is definitely putting in the work to get these tier 1 exchange listings. And the Sapien, Sapien is paired with the KRW, which is the Korean currency. Again, BitThumb is one of the biggest Asian exchanges, along with Upbit. And a listing there in these market conditions means the team is putting in that work to get more awareness and liquidity to flow into the Sapien project. They're building out for robotics and the robotics, AI robotics sector, and I think this project could go on a massive run once the robotics sector picks up, similar to what we saw in the AI sector, right? They're very active on Twitter. They do spaces as well. They're constantly with the updates, right? So this is a great project in my opinion. I don't think you guys should ignore this one. Great volume, great tokenomics, great tokenomic structure. Everything is layered out for you. Great CEX listings. Just a great project. So right now, if you invest $1,000 into Sapien, you get 6,470 Sapien, right? So 6,470 Sapien. Let's say Sapien gets to $5 per token, right? $1 per token obviously is going to be 6,470, but let's say it gets to $5 per token, right? That's going to be $32,000, and I think $5 to $10 per Sapien is very realistic to do. It's very realistic to pull off, right? If you invest $500, you just have to put half of that divided by 2, $16,000 at $5 per Sapien. So you're gonna have how much tokens would that be though? So that's gonna be 3,236 tokens, right? 3,236 tokens for $500, and obviously 3,236 times 5 per Sapien, $16,180. I think the potential upside here is massive. The robotics sector is starting to pick up. The only two projects I see that are actually value and quality in the robotics sector is Virtuals and Sapien, right? There's some projects on Solana, but again, I like where Sapien is going. It's already got multiple tier 1 exchange listings, also got BitThumb recently. So the potential upside for Sapien here is huge, and their utility is top notch as well. With their humanoid like testing process, right? You could dive into the website when you guys get a chance and look into it as well. I'm telling you guys, it's very interesting, right? And again, like, these are the type of projects you look for when the market is completely like, everyone is just giving up on the market, everyone is just moving on. These are the type of silent projects that just absolutely go ballistic out of nowhere when everyone is, everyone else's eyes are distracted on, just doomer mentality for the market, right? So let me get your thoughts down below. As always, none of this is financial advice. Thank y'all for tuning in. Catch y'all in the next